So, it appears that Kamala Harris has lost the presidential election. And guess what? That was all my plan. Because I voted for Donald Trump, my dog, diggity. So, the intro and the title were a little bit clickbaity, but not really though, because I did vote for Trump. But, I mean, it's not really how it sounds. So, up until the day of the election, I was planning not to vote because, quite frankly, neither candidate impressed me as a black person, okay? And when I say a black person, let me make it very clear. I am not a black immigrant. I am not the child of black immigrants, nothing like that. I am black American, okay? So, I'm pointing that out because, of course, my ethnicity is going to be looking for different things in the candidate than other black ethnicities, right? And I'm saying all that because, again, neither candidate impressed me. Duh, clearly, right? I feel like that's pretty obvious. So because of that, like I said, I was not going to vote for either candidate. But then the day of the election came and somebody asked me like, hey, Flower Tower, since you're not voting, can you vote for me? Because this person is not allowed to vote, right? And I was like, you know what? Honestly, it's kind of messed up that I can vote, but I'm not going to. And you want to vote, but you can't. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll vote for you, right? So this individual asked me to vote for Donald Trump. And I said, okay, because honestly, I mean, I feel like what was the better alternative? Like, and hold up, because the Kamala supporters are coming. I'm not saying that Trump was a good candidate. That's why I wasn't going to vote, right? But the passion that y'all have in acting like Kamala was actually a good option is kind of like, it's wow. It almost makes me actually like, I'm glad I voted for Trump because seeing y'all doing all this is like crazy. Now, let me make it very clear again. I'm not a fan of Trump or Kamala, which is why I was not going to vote, right? But I'm just like, I'm mind boggled. I'm mind boggled. And I'm talking about black people's reactions. Let me be very clear because I'm black, okay? I'm mind boggled by how black people have really been acting like our lives were going to get better under Kamala and they're going to get worse under Donald Trump. Are you serious? Like, where have you been for the past 400 years? Because the only thing that's been constant in this country is the fact that black people are at the bottom of the totem pole no matter who is in office. Y'all want to know what I've been laughing at since the last election? I guess somebody asked Trump, like, why should black people vote for you? And he was like, why not? Because y'all been voting Democrat this whole time faithfully, and y'all got the worst jobs, the worst houses, the worst schools, the worst healthcare outcomes, the worst everything. What could you lose by voting Republican? And I remember that, like, y'all, that was like a light bulb moment for me because prior to that, I was strictly Democrat all of the time. You know what I'm saying? I was a lot like you guys, right? And like I was absolutely going to vote Democrat in that election, and I did. But when Donald Trump said that, y'all ever had somebody say something that like plants a seed in your mind and it just challenges the entire way that you think? Like every fabric of how you thought just gets like just shredded, right? That was how what Donald Trump said was to me. It was literally like, you got a point there. Now, by no means is this video supposed to be taken as an endorsement for the Republican Party. Absolutely not. Because this is what I say about the Democrats and the Republicans. They're all racist. Okay? So I don't want y'all to come to this video and be like, oh yeah, make America great. It's not that type of party, baby. No. Right? But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? Black people are just so blindly loyal to the Democrats that the Democrats don't even have to give us anything. And by and large, we're just going to vote for them anyway. Because be for real, y'all. Be for real. I was so offended when Kamala Harris had the rallies with Meg Thee Stallion twerking at him and stuff. And it was like, yo, what it reminded me when Hillary Clinton was running for president and she was trying to get the black vote. And she pulled some hot sauce out her bag. And it's like, this is what y'all think of black people? Like, what? So you telling me y'all had a meeting, right? Like, oh, all the big names was up in that meeting. And y'all was like, how are we going to get the black vote? And nobody was like, oh, yeah, maybe we should bring up a reparations plan or, you know, some grants for black businesses or whatever. They was like, we should have Meg Thee Stallion twerk. That was how the meeting went. And y'all was like, oh, yeah, like, Oh, we're off that bullet point. On to the next point of the agenda. Like, are you serious? I was so offended as a black person. And this is my thing, yo. This is the crazy thing. I like Meg Thee Stallion music. I'm not coming from a place of, oh, I don't like that type of music. I'm bougie. I'm whatever. No, that's not the case. That's not where I'm coming from at all. No, don't get me wrong. I just feel like there's a time and a place for everything. And that was not the time nor the place for that, okay? And that's real rich coming from me because I be outside acting like I don't have no home training. Like, if y'all see me outside, y'all be like, ooh, that girl got to be an orphan. Like, ooh, Lord, no, right? So that's real rich coming from me because it's a Meg Thee Stallion, come on outside. Baby, that's the time and the place, okay? And I don't even got no rhythm, but I will shake my back. Like, come on now, right? But my thing is this, though. Like, again, most places is the time and the place, okay, in my opinion. But, like, the presidential rallies, I don't think that's the time or the place, buddy. Like, come on now. And I don't get how y'all niggas wasn't offended. Like, come on now. Even coming from the perspective of, I like Meg Thee Stallion's music. Like, hold up, she just made that song. Is it called Bigger in Texas? It be like, hey, I'm I'd be like, oh, hold up, baby. I'd be like, come on now. I ain't even been in Texas, y'all. I'd be like, hey, come on, man, come on. I'd be like, this is Texas. Like, come on. When that song come on, y'all, for real, it's a bop, okay? So anyway, right? Again, I'm not coming from the perspective of, oh, I don't like that type of music, like whatever. I'm coming from the perspective of, I feel like if you're trying to appeal to black people, you need to give us some tangibles the same way you give every other group of people, right? Because if you were trying to appeal to immigrants or something, you wouldn't be having no damn concert with immigrants shaking their ass and shit. Like, no, bitch, you will be like, oh, this is what I am doing for immigrants. I'm going to make sure you guys get A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, right? But for black people, we ain't getting none of that. All we got was ass shaking and bathtub collard greens, you funky bitch. Who the hell watch they collard greens in the bathtub, you nasty dookie collard green hoe? Like, what? Ugh, that's just, ooh, Lord, oh no. I've just been so taken aback by people's reactions, y'all, because, like, I posted on my Instagram story, like, oh, yeah, I voted for Trump, whatever, because it ain't no secret, right? And then I just went somewhere, and niggas was like, oh, Trump supporter, so-and-so, yada, yada, yada. And this is my thing, y'all. The crazy thing is, I don't even support Trump, because as I've stated 100 times in this video, neither candidate is good for black people, right? But, y'all, I caught myself in there defending them, because when I tell you niggas was on my ass like that, to the point where I was like, nigga, you really think that Kamala was gonna do something for your stupid ass? Like, y'all, I was in there. I had to defend Trump to make niggas see that Kamala is not a good alternative. This is my thing. If somebody had asked me to vote for Trump and there was a good alternative, do you think that I would have voted for him? I'd have been like, hell no, I'm going to vote for this good candidate, right? But there was no good candidate. So who gives a fuck about, like, come on now. And you know what's the wild part? It's gonna be mad niggas in the comments like, and the anthem return with the lesser of two evils. Bitch, are you stupid? Huh? If somebody be like, okay, here, you got two options. I can either slap the shit out of you or punch the shit out of you. Are you going to be like, oh, well, I'll choose the lesser of two evils. I guess you can slap the shit out of me, buddy. Or are you going to be like, bitch, I double dog dare you to touch me so I can knock you the fuck down. Like, which one are you going to choose, goofball? Because I really doubt you're going to be like, oh, well, yeah, sure, just slap me, buddy. Like, huh? Right? Y'all sitting there looking at the screen like, bitch, are you out your mind? Clearly, I'm going to be like, step the fuck. So you telling me in this presidential election, though, when somebody tell you, oh, well, I'll slap you with one hand or punch you with the other, it's up to you. Your dumb ass is like, oh, slap me, boss. Bitch, are you dumb? Like, are you stupid? Y'all be sitting there talking about the lesser of two evils. For who, though? Because no matter who your black ass votes for, you're still going to be at the bottom of society, buddy.